Hello and welcome into the North Penn High School Gymnasium for some girls volleyball action between the North Penn Knights and the Pennridge Rams. North Penn comes into this game 0-3. Pennridge at 2-1. For North Penn Television, I'm Jake Wilbeck. Alongside me, as always, Anissa Gardizzi, bringing everything North Penn from us to you here on Comcast Cable Channel 28, Verizon Cable Channel 29, as we're just moments away from the first game between the Knights and the Rams.
And North Penn is coming into this game with a record of 0-3, and the Pennridge Rams are coming in at 2-1. So the Knights look to get their first win of the season tonight here at home against Pennridge. And high fives all around for the North Penn squad as they get ready to start this game.
It looks like Pennridge is going to get the first serve of the contest. It's going to be number 11, Cooper, for the Rams. So the serve by Libero, bumped by Lily, set and hit back by the Knights, back to Cooper. And they're going to set it back up. And another power hit by the Knights over to the Libero, set back up. And they cannot get it over the net. For the Knights, that looked like it was number 19 there for the Knights, Gina Maffa, who could not get it over. So the Rams take a early 1-0 lead. Cooper sending it back over, set by the Libero, and spiked down by Thompson, but hit back in by the Rams, and hit back over. Lily with the reception there, set back up. Now the Rams look to take over and set it back over, send it back over, and it's going to go out of bounds, and this match is tied back up 1-1. So the Knights are going to serve it out, bumped by the Libero, set and hit over. The Knights are going to look to reset it and send it back over. A good bump there by the Rams. It's going to be a power tip back over the net. Another power tip by the Knights, bumped by the Libero, and hit out of bounds off the Rams. So North Penn takes a 2-1 early lead.
That was a great tip there by Patterson, right over the net, and the Rams are not able to adjust. Now it's the score now, North Penn 2, the Rams 1.
Maffa serves it again, bumped up by the Libero. They set it back over, and miscommunication by the Rams, and it's going to give the North Penn another point, extending their lead 3-1. Maffa sending it back over on the serve, bumped by the Rams, set and a power tip over the net, and Lily hits it out of bounds. So 3-2 the score with the Rams with the next serve.
And Bruton is now coming in for the Knights. Maffa will take a seat on the bench as the Rams get ready to serve.
And now Fuchs coming in for Lumen as Al Lunas serves it over. Lily bumps it. Now she's going to hit it back over. Bumped by the Rams into nowhere. And the Knights are going to take another point. 4-2 the score in this early game.
And it looks like they're sending Patterson to the back for the serve.
And Patterson gets the serve off and immediately tipped by the Libero and hits the ground. So North Penn takes another point. 5-2 the score here at the North Penn High School Gymnasium. Served again by the Knights. Set and tipped over. And Bruton cannot get that before it hits the ground, so Pennridge is going to take another point from the Knights. And now Patterson's going to exit the game, and Dolan's going to come in for the Knights. 5-3 the score. And DeYeso's coming in for the Rams, replacing number 4, Edwards. DeYeso gets the serve off, bumped by Burton. Set, and Thompson's over with the power hit. Immediately hit up and bumped. They're going to send it back over the net, and Thompson there for the bump, the set, and the power tip. Bumped by the libero for the Rams. Set, and another tip over the net. And the Knights are right back on that one. Again, we go back and forth between the Knights and the Rams. And North Penn's going to steal a point there from the Rams. 6-3 to score early on.
And that was Powers and Thompson there with the high jump to get the ball back on the Rams side. The score now, North Penn 6, the Rams 3.
Now Thompson's going to serve it underway. Bumped by the libero, set, and immediately deflected back over the net. Looks like that was Powers once again. Correction, Adams with the block there. 7-3, North Penn leads. Thompson again with the serve. Bumped by DeYeso. And set up, and once again, 3 times in a row, North Penn blocks it and sends it back over. It looked like that was number 17, Natalie Warnley. North Penn's in a rhythm right now, 8-3 the score, as Thompson looks to serve it once again. The serve by Thompson, low bump by the Rams, and they keep it in play.
Up by Warnley.
Now Warnley with the power tip, and the libero could not get to it. That looked like that was number 30, George. And the Rams couldn't get to it, and 9-3 the score as the Knights get another point.
And Thompson has been on fire, and the Knights are really starting to pull away here.
Another good serve by Thompson, bumped by DeYeso, and put over the net. Knights have to send it back over. And Warnley with the pass over, as now the Rams bump it back over. Warnley once again bumped and set and tipped over, and a great save there by the Rams and DeYeso, but they cannot capitalize on the save, so it gives North Penn a 10-3 lead early on in game number 1 here at North Penn High School.
And this season, the Knights do have a new coach. It is Scott Coles. It is his first season coaching girls varsity. He did have some experience with the boys JV, but it's his first time with the girls. And some key returners for the Knights are senior Jess Thompson, senior Rachel Bruton, junior Alicia Powers, and senior Jackie Morrow. And he said that we should be looking out for Natalie Warnley, who's been doing great so far. She's a sophomore. Emily Cooper, she's a junior. And Morgan Patterson, she's also a junior.
And now Thompson with another serve for the Knights. Another good serve. Set. And a bump over. Burton keeps it in play for the Knights. Bumped up and hit back over by Warnley. And now the Pennridge looks at back over. Thompson bumps it, and Burton gets it back over the net for the Knights. Set by the Rams and punched over, and Thompson is there for the bump. And Warner gets it back over the net for the Knights as Pennridge looks to regather here. As we go back and forth, the Knights look to set it up. And that was Warnley sending it over for the Knights. A good save by the Rams. And the Knights are going to send it back over, and they cannot get that one. That was Alalunas with the diving try, but North Penn's going to take another point lead, 11-3 the score. And Thompson again serving for the Knights. This one's just short and hits the net, so the Rams are going to get a point here, 11-4 the score, as the Rams send Cooper back into the game and take out Callums. Now the serve by the Rams, bumped by Burton and hit over by Taylor for the Knights, bumped and set for the Rams. And Cooper for the Knights. And then that's Warnley who sends it over. I don't think that
just a little bit out of bounds there on that play.
so that's going to be 11-5, the score for the Knights. As Pennridge puts this play back in puts the game back into play with the serve. Bumped by Warrenley, saved by Powers, and sent back over by the Knights. And then set, and a power tip blocked by the Knights, but it still gets over the net, and they got to send it back over, but out of bounds. So 11-6 now the score in favor of the Knights. So Curry sending it over, a low serve, but gets over the net, and the Knights send it over by Warrenley. And they get over that time, and Curry cannot come up with it. And the Knights are going to take a lead, take another point to extend their lead, 12-6. Now it looks like it's going to be Alicia Powers sending it over for the Knights. And that's going to go right out of bounds. And give the Rams another point, 12-7 the score. And now Lumen serving it for the Rams, bumped and set. And Warrenley sending it over with the power tip, bumped back by Yersman. And that's going to go out of bounds off the hit to give North Penn another point, 13-7 the score. And Lily coming into the game for Warrenley for the Knights. And she's going to go right over and serve it. So Lily with the serve. Bumped by the Rams, set. And Cooper over with the power hit, but it's out of bounds. And North Penn's going to take another point lead, 14-7. Remember, we play to 25, best out of 5 games. North Penn leading early on in this one. Now bumped, set, and sent over by the Rams. Hit up by the libero. And sent back over by number 16, that's Taylor. And the Knights get lead 15-7. And now Lily sending it over with the serve. Bumped back over by the Knights. Just gets over the net. Now they can send another hit over. The Knights keep it alive. And the Rams cannot get to that one. That was Lehman, with the diving grab. And North Penn takes another point, leading 16-7. And so North Penn out to an early 16-7 lead here in game 1.
Yeah, this would be a great first win for North Penn. Last year they went 11-11, so they didn't have a winning record, they didn't have a losing record, but obviously a winning record is on their minds this season. Right now they're 0-3, so they're going to have to start winning games soon, so this would be a perfect win for them. They're up 16-7, and it looks like they're feeling pretty confident with each other out there on the field, on the court. And it looks like they're going to be sending Lily back for the serve once again as they come out of the timeout. Lily with the serve.
And bumped out of play, but saved by the libero. They have to get it over with this shot, and it hits the ceiling. And that play is going to be called dead, and North Penn's going to get a point, leading 17-7.
That would have been a great save by Pennridge. They almost had it there.
And Lily puts it back into play with the serve. Miscommunication once again by the Rams. And North Penn now leads 18-7, leading a game 1 victory. Lily with another serve. Bumped by the Rams. And now sent over. Saved by the libero for the Knights. Bumped by Powers and set.
That was Patterson there with the spike.
It was initially blocked by Cooper of the Rams, but landed in their territory. So North Penn now leads 19-7 with Lily with another serve. Bumped by Curry, set, and sent over. Bumped by Powers. And Patterson with the hit over. And it lands once again, yeah. And North Penn really connecting with this first game. Lily having success right now at the line. Thompson was there prior, having success, and that's why they're leading 20-7. And more miscommunication by the Rams gives them another point, 4 points away from a first game victory. We'll see if they can do it here.
And it looks like they're going to stick with Lily here for the serve.
And Lilly with the serve, bumped and sent over by Cooper, but out of bounds. North Penn now gets another point, 22-7 here in game one. And Lilly with the serve once again, bumped by Lumen, set and hit over by Cooper, and now the Knights powers, and they send it over. Cannot dive and grab, but North Penn gets the point there, 23-7 North Penn.
That was Malfa there with the point.
Now Lilly with the send over, bumped, and Cooper's going to hit it over once again. Saved by the libero, set by Powers, and Patterson hits it over, but it hits the net. So Pennridge is going to take a point, 23-8 here in game one.
And that's Turgan for Pennridge with the serve.
And Turgan's serve goes right into the net. 24-8, North Penn can clinch a game one victory right here if they can execute.
And it looks like they'll be sending Cooper back for the game point.
And Cooper sends it over, bumped by the libero, set by Lilly, bumped by Lilly, set by Powers, and Patterson's going to send it over, saved by Edwards, bumped and sent over, saved by Lilly with the bump, and Powers hits it right over. The Rams weren't expecting that, as Powers usually sets it, and North Penn's going to take a 25-8 first game victory.
And both teams are now switching sides as they prepare for game two in this contest. I was talking to the coach of the volleyball team, Scott Coles. It's his first year, and I was talking to him about their team's strengths, and he said that they have a good mix of talent in every position, and that creates a lot of competitive practices as they prepare for the season. And it did look like they had a lot of strength on their team. They were rotating girls in and out, so it looks like they have a lot of depth on their team this year. And the only weakness that he mentioned was that they need to learn a new system under a first-year coach. But it didn't look like they had a problem with any system, so I think they're doing pretty well. And North Penn does their cheer as they take the court for the second game.
And so for the Knights, they're going to send Patterson, Thompson, Powers, Lilly, Brunton, looks like number 16, Taylor, to start this game two. The early round victory. And the Rams are going to send number 11, Cooper, number 24, Turgeon, number 19, Alalunas, number 10, Callums, along with number 4, Edwards. And the libero is going to be number 30, Curry.
And both teams getting some high fives going as they prepare for game two. Just about 30 seconds left to go.
And so now the Knights are going to start with the serve. They're going to send Rachel Burton back to serve it away for the Knights to start game 2. Bumped and set by the Rams, sent over by Edwards and blocked immediately by Thompson and Powers to get an early 1-0 lead in game number 2. And Brunton with another serve. And this one's going right out of bounds. So all tied up at 1 here in game 2. The Rams are going to send number 19, Ali Lunas, back to serve it away for the Rams. Start game 2, their first possession. And now Lunas sends it over, bumped by Cooper, set by Powers, sent over by Thompson, and out of bounds. And the Rams get another point, 2-1. The Rams lead.
And it looks like the Knights are going to call a timeout for a quick shoe tie.
And we're going to resume play. Ali Lunas is going to send it over for the Rams with the serve. Bumped by Cooper, hit up by Powers, and Brunton's going to send it over. And the Rams set it. And North Penn's going to get a point there with the back set.
And now the score is tied up 2-2, and North Penn will be sending Patterson for the serve as the Knights look to break away here.
And the serve, the bump is low by the Rams. And North Penn gets another point, 3-2, they lead.
And it looks like they'll be giving the ball back to Patterson.
So Patterson sends it over, and the bump is going to go out of bounds off the Rams, off of Edwards, as she bumped it back. 4-2, North Penn leads. And Patterson sends it over once again, bumped by the Libero, set, and hit over. Brunton sends it up with the bump, set by Patterson, and Warnley sends it over. And it was on the line, and North Penn's going to get a point. 5-2, they lead. And Patterson sends it over with the serve, bumped over by the Libero, set by Warnley. And Thompson sends it back over for the Knights. And Edwards sends it right back. And Cooper for the Knights cannot get there. 5-3 now the score after the Pennridge point. And now Dolan coming in for Patterson for the Knights. 5-3 the score. And Diesso coming in for the Rams in replace of Edwards. And they're going to send Diesso over to serve it away for the Rams. And Diesso sends it away. Brunton bumps it out of play. So the Rams will get a point. 5-4 the score here in game 2. And Diesso again with the serve. Brunton with the bump. Powers with the set. And Warnley's going to send it over, but blocked by the Rams. But that was number 10 with the block. Callums all tied up here at 5 in game number 2. A timeout called by North Penn. The Rams starting to get some momentum. Lost game 1. Gaining momentum here in game 2 as they just tied it back up at 5.
Both teams now ready to take the court after that short timeout. And as Jake just mentioned, the score is tied up at 5.
And so now DSO's going to serve it underway to resume action. Bumped by number 15, Dolan. Set and Thompson. Warnley is going to send it over. Blocked, but set back over by Powers, and Brunton's going to send it over this time. Bumped by DSO. Bumped by the libero. Sent over by the Rams. A sliding grab by Brunton, and Warnley's going to send it over. Blocked, but falls in Pennridge territory. That was number 21, Fooch with the block. And North Penn gets the point there. 6-5 the score here in game 2. Now Thompson serving for the Knights. Bumped by DSO, bumped by the libero, sent over by Fooch, and blocked by the Knights. And North Penn's going to get a point as they send it right back over into the Rams territory. 7-5 now the score.
And that was Taylor and Powers there with the block.
And Thompson sending it over again for the Knights with the serve. DSO bumps it, set and sent over, but out of bounds. North Penn with another point there. Thompson's going to serve it underway again. Hits the net. And the Rams are going to take the point there with Cooper coming in to replace number 10, Callums. 8-6 now the score. Curry's going to send it away with the serve. Bumped by the Knights and sent over by Powers. DSO with the save. They cannot come up with it after that. And the Rams let it fall in their own area. And the Knights are going to take a point and take possession. So now Gina Moffa coming in for Rachel Brunton for the Knights as Powers serves it underway. Bumped by DSO and it hits the net. So 10-6 to score. North Penn in the lead. Powers with the serve once again. Bumped by the libero. Saved. And that one's going to go out of bounds. The save by Turgeon, and DSO could not get to it. Even if she did, she probably wouldn't have hit it over the net, as that was their third bump. You cannot have more than 3 touches before it has to go over the net. So probably would have been sent over. And Powers with the serve gets another point for the Knights.
And it looks like the Knights are starting to break away on the scoreboard. They're now leading 12-6. And that will force Pennridge to take a timeout. And North Penn is back on the court. And it looks like Powers will be serving for the Knights.
And Powers serving for the Knights. Bumped by DSO. Bumped again and sent over by number 24, Turgeon. Saved by the Knights, and Warnley sends it over. And the Rams cannot come up with it there, and North Penn gets another point. And now Powers sending it over with another serve. Bumped by DSO, set, and sent over by Turgeon. Powers with the bump.
And I think that was too many touches there for North Penn on that one. Pennridge will take the ball.
13-7 now the score. And they're going to send number 9, Learman, over to serve it away for the Rams. Bumped by Cooper. And Powers cannot get to it there. Another point for the Rams. Learman sending it over. Bumped by Dolan. Set by Powers. Sent over by Warnley, but blocked right at the line by Cooper and Diesso. Scratch out Turgeon to give Pennridge another point.
And Pennridge is starting to cut North Penn's lead, 13-9.
Another serve bumped by Cooper, set by Powers, sent over by Dolan, but out of bounds, and Pennridge another point. And center, served by the Rams, hits the net, diving save by the Knights.
And that was a great diving save there by Dolan.
And North Penn is going to take a point, and they're going to regain possession here with Lily coming in for number 17, Natalie Warnley.
And they will be sending Lily for the serve.
14-10 the score with Lily serving it away. And Cooper sending it back over the net, but bumped by Taylor, or rather blocked by Taylor, and it falls in North Penn area. So Pennridge is going to regain possession with Turgeon sending it away for the Rams.
The score now 14-11 North Penn.
And Turgeon's going to send it away, hits the net. North Penn's going to take a point there. 15-11 the score here in game 2. And now Thompson coming in for Warnley. Scratch at Taylor as Cooper serves it away. Bumped by Edwards. Set and sent over. Bumped by Lilly. Set by Powers. And Patterson with the hit. And it is inbounds, and North Penn another point lead, now 16-11 in game 2.
Cooper in the back court with the serve.
Bumped by the libero, set, and Cooper's going to send it away for the Rams. Bumped by Cooper on the Knights, and sent out of play. Emily Cooper in pink for the Knights, the libero. It's going to be number 11 for the Rams.
Cooper.
That is Isabel Cooper. So Cooper on both sides. When we say Cooper referring to the North Penn Knights, they're going to be in pink. Cooper for the Rams is in white. And North Penn got the point there, 17-12. Now they're going to send it away with the serve. Bumped by Edwards. Again, and sent over by Turgeon. Hits the net. I think Thompson touched the net, and that's the reason for it, North Penn's point. And now Brunton coming in for Maffa for the Knights. And they're going to send Ali Lunas to serve it away for the Rams. And the serve bumped by, back over the net by the libero. And sent over by Curry. And Cooper sends it for the Knights. Bumped by Lilly. Sent over by Patterson. And bumped back over Thompson with the send over. And North Penn's going to get another point.
Patterson for the serve for North Penn. The score 18-13 North Penn.
And the serve is low and hits the net. So 18-14 now, the Rams in the deficit. And they're going to send Curry out to serve it away for the Rams. Now they're actually going to send over number 14, Diesso, to serve it away. And Diesso with the serve hits net, and Powers cannot come up with it there. And Pennridge with another point.
Now it's only a 3-point volleyball game, 18-15.
And Diesso with another serve, hits the net, and falls into Pennridge territory. A fortuitous bounce there for the Rams, or for the Knights rather, and the Rams lose the point and possession as they're going to send Thompson to serve away for the Knights. Thompson sends it away, bumped by Diesso, and Diesso's going to send it over there, and the Knights cannot get to it. And a point for the Rams. And now Curry's going to send it away for the Rams. Bumped by Cooper and sent over by Warrenley. Bumped by Diesso. Set and sent over by Turgeon for a Rams point. Served by the Rams. Bumped by Powers and sent over by Warrenley. Bumped by Curry. Set. And Turgeon's going to send it over there. Quick bump by Warrenley and sent over by Powers for a point for the Knights. 20-17 in this close game, too.
And the Knights will be sending Powers for the serve.
And Powers with the serve. Right out of bounds for a point for the Rams. 20-18 the score. Lumen serving it for the Rams. Bumped and set by Powers. Sent over by number 19, Maffa. Now the Rams are going to send it back over. Powers with the bump. Set, and Warrenley's going to send it over. And Pennridge is going to get the point there. 20-19 in game number 2.
And no one in this arena is oblivious to the fact that this is a close game. 20-19. North Penn leads by just 1. And now they lead by 2. It's 21-19.
The serve by Neiman is too far and goes out of bounds. 21-19 as mentioned, with Lily now serving it for the Knights. And Lily with the serve, bumped by Curry, and Turgeon with a diving attempt, but cannot come up with it. 22-19.
The Knights have 3 more points to go before they can win game 2.
And Lily with another serve, bumped backwards, set up, and the Rams can't come up with it once again. Another point for the Knights, 23-19. North Penn leads, and timeout called by Pennridge.
And we saw Lily with the consistent serves in the last end of the last game, and here she is again with the final points. North Penn 23, Pennridge 19.
Now Lily with the serve for the Knights. 23-19 the score as mentioned. And Lily serves it away. Missed the bump there was Curry. 24-19, they can clinch a victory in game 2 here with this serve.
And Lily with the game point serve.
Lily sends it away, bumped and set. And that's going to be number 9 sending it away out of bounds, and North Penn's going to take game 2, 25-19.
So in the first game, North Penn won 25-8, and this last game was 25-19. So Pennridge did put up a significant amount of points more than they did the first game, scoring more than double. So it should be interesting to see whether or not they can keep up that same momentum going into the third game.
North Penn can clinch the entire victory here if they can come out strong like they did the previous 2 games. And This is a big game for Pennridge. If they lose here, they lose the entire match.
And this could be North Penn's first victory. It would be great to do that at home against the local rival, Pennridge.
I think it might be players thriving under North Penn Television's coverage, because if you stay in tune with North Penn Television, we covered last Friday's game for field hockey and gave them, well, we didn't give them their first win. They got their
they
first
earned
win
their
there.
First win.
Yeah, so maybe we can give North
a trend.
Penn. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is our first volleyball game. Could be their first win. I am seeing a trend. A good luck charm.
We are the talisman for North Penn sports.
Exactly. And that's right, as Jake mentioned, this is the first time North Penn Television is bringing volleyball live to you at home. And not only is this the first time ever, but it is the first time ever in high definition. So it's very exciting for us here at North Penn Television. And if you are enjoying the coverage, and even if you're not enjoying the coverage, you can tweet at NPTV whenever you want and let us know how the coverage is going.
And if you turn into our morning show live on Friday mornings, be part of our Brumball Challenge. Tweet at NPTV, #Brumball.
Or watch Under the Helmet, the new pregame show from North Penn Television. We have one up already about football, and coming soon will be field hockey. And so this third game is about to get underway, and we are waiting for the call to see which team will start serving the ball.
And so now Pennridge is going to start this game underway. Cooper is going to send it away to serve. Bumped by the Knights, set, and Patterson's going to send it over with the power tip. Bumped by Cooper, set by the Rams. And North Penn's going to get a point there for an early 1-0 lead. And the Knights send it away. Bumped back and out of bounds by the Rams. 2-0 North Penn leads. That's number 19, Gina Moffa, setting it away with these serves. And Moffa going to send it away with another serve here. This one hits the net, but recovered by the Rams. And they just get it over, bumped by the libero set. And Patterson's going to send it out and out of bounds. So North Penn loses the point there as Pennridge takes it and gets possession. 2-1 the score. Now the Rams are going to send number 19 to send it away. Ali Lunas. Correction. North Penn's going to be serving it here, and they're going to send Brunton. And they're going to take Brunton out. They're going to bring in Francesca Dolan for the Knights. So North Penn now leads 3-0. And Dolan with the serve. And it stays inbounds. So the Rams did not touch it. They thought it was going to go out. But North Penn gets a felicitous bounce there, and it stays in bounds, giving 4-0 on the scoreboard.
It did. That was a close call by the Rams. Unfortunately for them, it was in bounds. Again with the serve.
Bumped by the libero, set and sent over, but hits the net as they cannot get enough power under the shot.
North Penn now leads 5-0. And this could be the winning game for the Knights.
And Maffa with the serve, sending over, bumped by Edwards, set, and Edwards going to send it over away. Try to send it over the net, but hits the net. So North Penn out to a 6-0 lead here in game number 3. And now the substitution for Pennridge. Maffa was unaware
of that substitution.
And we're going to redo it here. 6-0 still score. Maffa again with the serve, hits the net. And Pennridge is going to take over.
And it looks like Pennridge will be sending Ale Lunas for the serve.
And so the serve for Ale Lunas and Pennridge. Just gets it over, bumped by the Rams, bumped by the Knights, saved by Powers. But the send over by Brunton, and she hits the net. 6-2 the score for the Knights in the lead. And Ale Lunas again going to send it over for the Rams. Bump.
Diving save there by Pursuit.
And sent over by Patterson. They cannot get there. That was Curry for the Rams. She can't get there in time. 7-2 the score here for the Knights. And now Warrenly comes in for Pazoo as Patterson with the serve. Bumped by Curry, set by Ale Lunas, and hit over by the Rams. Bumped by Patterson, set by, actually going to send over his Powers, and Curry can't save it there. But the Rams somehow get it over. And a point for the Rams as they gain possession, 7-4 now the score.
And it did look like Powers was trying to set there for Thompson, but she hit it over herself, and the Rams adjusted very well to that play.
So score correction, 7-3, Knights lead. As DeYeso goes to serve it for the Rams. Serves away. Set by Powers, and Thompson's going to send it over. Bumped by Curry. Now Lunas with the set over to DeYeso. Bumped by the Knights. Set by Warrenly, and Powers is going to send it over. Bumped and set, and DeYeso's going to send it over. But North Penn's going to take a point there. 8-3 the score here in game 3 with the Knights in the lead. And now Taylor coming in to replace Cooper for the Knights as Thompson goes to send it away with the serve. Bumped by DeYeso, set by Ale Lunas, sent over. Thompson with the bump. And it hits the ceiling and falls on North Penn's side, and a point for Pennridge.
Pennridge now closing North Penn's lead 8-4. They are still in this game, but North Penn is going to be looking to try and break away here.
So now Curry with the serve, bumped by Brunton. Too far, saved by Powers, set over by Taylor. Bumped by Curry, set and sent over by the Rams, bumped by Brunton. Set by Powers, sent over by Thompson, and bumped out of play by DeYeso, but North Penn's going to get a point there as the whistle was blown prior. 9-4 the score here in game 3. And Brunton's going to exit the game. Maffa replacing, and they're going to send Powers to serve it away. Powers serve, bumped by the Rams, hits the net, set up by Cooper, and that was more than 3 touches there. North Penn's going to get another point, 10-4 in game 3. And Powers again with the serve. Bumped by Curry, set by DeYeso, and that cannot get sent over Turgeon had the send over there, but it fails to reach North Penn's side. And so North Penn gets another point, 11-4 here with a timeout called by Pennridge.
And Pennridge is going to want to start scoring fast as North Penn is pulling away. They're 7 points up right now, and this could be the winning game. And Pennridge looks fired up as they take the court. North Penn now taking the court as well. And Powers will be taking the serve for the Knights.
So Powers with the serve, bumped and set by Maffa, sent over by the Knights and hit by Turgeon, scratch out Ali Lunas, but backwards, and so out of play. The Knights got another point, and they'll serve it again, serving 12-4. So Powers with the serve once again, bumped by Diesso, set, and Cooper's going to send it over, and Maffa can't get there. And North Penn is going to lose possession as the Rams take a 12-5 lead. 12-5 point, North Penn still in the lead. They're going to send Lumen to serve it away for the Rams. Bumped by the Knights, set by Powers. And the attempt to send it over by Maffa is unsuccessful. And the Rams are going to get another point, 12-6 to score. Another serve by Lumen. Bumped and set by Powers, sent over by Warnley, bumped up by Diesso, and sent over. It hits the net. That was Turgeon with the bump, and North Penn's going to take another point.
And Pursuit with the serve for the Knights.
The serve hits the net. Pennridge is going to get a point, 13-7 to score. North Penn still leads here in game 3. And now it's going to be number 24, Turgeon with the serve for the Rams. The serve bumped by Pursuit, set by Powers, and Patterson's going to send it over. Hit by the Rams at the line, but out of bounds, and North Penn takes another point.
The score is now 15-7 North Penn.
So now North Penn's going to send Cooper to the line to serve it away for the Knights. Now Cooper's going to serve it away. 14-7 the score. Set. Now they're going to send it back over. Bumped by Pursuit. Set by Powers. And Maffa tried to send it over there. Hits the net, and Pennridge is going to take a point. 14-8 now the score, with the Rams having the serve.
And Cooper will be serving for the Rams.
Cooper's serve is low, bumped over, but he can't touch the ball in the serve, so North Penn's going to take a point, 15-8.
And the Knights will be sending Bruton to the back for the serve.
So Bruton with the serve, bumped by the Rams, set by Ali Lunas, and sent over, bumped by Cooper, set by Powers, and Patterson with the send over. Bumped by Powers, set by Thompson. And now Pennridge is going to take a point there, 15-9 the score here in game 3. Now Alalunas is going to serve it away for the Rams. Bumped by Cooper, set, and Patterson's going to send it over. And the Rams cannot get it there as they send it backwards. And that's going to take a point, 16-9 to score.
And Patterson with the serve for the Knights.
Patterson serves it away, bumped, set, and North Penn's going to take a point.
The score now 17-9. Patterson will be serving once again.
And Patterson serves it away, bumped by Diesso, set, and Curry's going to send it away out of bounds. North Penn takes another point. 18-9 to score as they loom 7 points away from taking this game. Patterson again with the serve. The set goes straight to the ground as Stutzman can't get the ball in the air and over the net. And North Penn steals another point as Patterson serves it away. Stutzman with the set. And North Penn takes another point. 20-9 to score here in game 3.
And North Penn only has 5 more points to go, but before they attempt to get those 5 points, Pennridge will be trying to call a timeout, trying to get their team together, as now would be a perfect time for them to start scoring points if they want to stay in this game and earn another one to try and win.
Pennridge has a long ways to go if they want to win this set of games. North Penn's already up 2-0. If they win here, they win the entire match. Pennridge would have to win this one, the next one, and the following, as it's best of 5 here for the girls' volleyball match.
And North Penn looks pretty pumped up, confident that they can get these 5 points. And Patterson will be serving for the Knights. Pennridge now taking the court as well, ready to try and get back into this game.
And now Aaron Bolin coming in for the Knights, replacing Powers. And Patterson's going to serve it away for the Knights, seeking 5 more points here. Bumped by Curry, set, and North Penn's going to take another point here. 21-9 here in game 3. Patterson with the serve, bumped by Curry, set, and sent over by Stutzman, but goes under the net. North Penn gets another point.
Now only 3 points until 25. The Knights are going to stick with Patterson for the serve.
Bumped by Stutzman, set, and she's going to send it over herself. And it was double touched by Thompson, so Pennridge gets a point there, 22-10 the score.
And Pennridge is going to have to take advantage of this opportunity that they have the ball. They don't want to give it to North Penn again, because then they will only have 2 more points left to score before they win the game.
And now Dolan coming in for Patterson for the Knights. And then Pennridge is going to send Diesso for the serve. Bumped by Brunton. Set
by Boland.
And Thompson sends it over. Put back into play by Diesso and sent over by the Rams. Bumped, set. And Warnley's going to send it over. Curry bumps it. It's going to be set and sent back over and hit back. Looked like that was number 13 for the Knights. That's going to be Thompson. Scratch at 23. That's going to be Bolin. And North Penn gets 1 point, 23-10. Now Thompson with the serve. Hits the net. 23-11 the score. North Penn still in the lead here in game 3.
And this might be Pennridge's last opportunity to start scoring some points, because if they give the ball to North Penn, they will be at their game point.
And Curry with the serve. Low bump, hit out of bounds. And now Pennridge gets another point, 23-12 to score. Curry with the serve. Bumped, set by Warnley. And sent over by Warnley, bumped by Bolin there. And it falls, goes under the net. And so North Penn takes a point as Pennridge cannot get it into North Penn territory.
This is now game point for North Penn, and they are sending Bolin for the serve. This is her first serve of the night.
Bumped and set, and Cooper's going to send it away. And Brunton can't come up with the bump. And Pennridge takes a point, 24-13 now the score.
Now the score 24-13. North Penn only 1 point left until they win.
And bumped, and Brunton's going to send it over and out of bounds. And Pennridge takes another point.
Pennridge is still at a 10-point deficit, but they have all the control now.
And now Lehman sending it over. And sent over by Bolin. Cooper hits it. Now sent over by the Rams. Bumped up by the Knights. Set by Bolin. And Thompson sends it over. Tipped by at the line by Cooper. And North Penn takes the point and takes the match by a final score of 25-14. So maybe we are the good luck charm of North Penn athletics, as the girls volleyball team is now 1-3 on the season, and Pennridge falls to 500 at 2-2. So that's going to do it here at the North Penn High School Gymnasium. North Penn takes it 25-8 in the first game, 25-19 in the second game, 25-14 in the third game to improve to 1-3 on the season. For North Penn Television, I'm Jake Lobeck, alongside me, Anise Cardizzi. And for all of the North Penn Television crew saying so long, we hope you enjoyed our coverage, and we'll see you next time here on North Penn Television.